Kia ora and welcome to Plugged In, your go-to show for everything music. I'm your host Joel, and tonight I'm joined by a future star of New Zealand hip-hop, C.Brook. He is an up-and-coming rapper, and in tonight's show of Plugged In, we will see what makes him love music so much. We will start with a behind-the-scenes look at his creative process, before we get an exclusive performance of a new song he has coming out. After that, a deeper look at his producing and what it takes to be successful in the New Zealand music industry. But first, let's see where he makes his art.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is C.Brook and welcome to my at-home studio. So a little bit about this place. It began way back in 2014. We weren't like exactly in this building, but you know, like grinding like from home, trying to make $1 in a dream come true. We take in a lot of local talent, make sure that the kids that, you know, are still singing their showers actually have the opportunity to take it somewhere further. So what made me start the studio was I didn't really have anyone around me at the time that actually knew how to make my voice sound like how I wanted it to sound, and so I took the time. My hopes and dreams for the music space in Aotearoa, I guess, is for more people to be more inclusive. People tend to segregate themselves due to tall poppy, they put themselves in little boxes. Music is purely about freedom, and you should really open up the borders and people should be more accepting. I guess the downside with the music culture here is that there's not as many opportunities as you can find in other parts of the world. There's not many other spaces that you can find. Like, I made this space purely because I don't know any other studios in Auckland that actually have cloud ceiling or have a homely vibe to it. Don't listen to the opinion of people that don't know the craft itself. Some people don't like chocolate, you know, but it's not to say that chocolate's not good, because, you know, I bet a lot of people out there do agree that chocolate tastes amazing. And so if you think of yourself as like being an amazing flavor of a human being, then trust that, because it'll take you places you would have never believed possible.
Wow, that was a mean-ass looking studio, bro. What a rich guy. Now we have the pleasure of having C.Brook in the studio to ask him more about this music journey. Before he gives us an exclusive performance, C.Brook, thank you so much for coming in. We're just going to get straight into it, man. What made you want to get into this profession?
So getting into music was really about me trying to conquer my mental health. So as we all do, we go through ups and downs and highs and lows. And so I found that, you know, I was going through a lot of unhealthy habits when it came to trying to deal with my mental health. And I found that music was really the only healthy alternative that I was actually kind of good at, like when I got into it. So it really helped me turn the pain into something more beautiful, and I was able to kind of get over whatever was stressing me out at the time. And, you know, I feel a lot better for it. I really encourage other people to try music if they're dealing with their own stress as well.
Man, all glory to God, man. When did you first start getting into music? You know, the whole part of your journey, you know, where it all began.
So it was about 12 years ago when I was 14. Eminem came to the country to do Rapture. I was lucky enough to go because the new kid in school that I was nice to managed to get some tickets for free. And so I went along with him, got inspired by Eminem in the flesh, and since he'd been through like his own struggles and stuff, it really, you know, impacted me. I felt like I wasn't alone. And so, yeah, at that age, I kind of took it upon myself to, you know, try and do that myself.
Oh, man, it's funny you mention Eminem. Eminem's actually my cousin. But are there any struggles you find through working in the music industry?
Definitely perfectionism. So I never really know when the right time to stop is, because I could always add more layers and layers, different words. There's a never-ending cycle to the music, and even after releasing a song, I'm like, man, I should have actually added this into it. But, you know, the Mona Lisa is considered perfect, but, you know, Leonardo da Vinci actually just ended up stopping like at an interesting time. There could have been more layers to it. She could have had a crown, she could have had all these other things, but, you know, it's about knowing when to stop. And so perfectionism, always a battle, but we're getting through it.
Is there a key attribute within this career that makes you love it, or do you enjoy most aspects of making tracks?
I enjoy most aspects, but especially collaborating with other people is very important to me. Without collaboration, I wouldn't have been able to achieve 8.8 million streams. So this is actually a combined count of me and 156 other artists. So without collaboration, we wouldn't have been able to get to this point. And also it's just more enjoyable, because as creative as I think I am, like, some other artists can look at a beat in a completely different way that I would look at it. And so you know, definitely collaboration makes it really enjoyable.
Well, when making music, where do you find most of your inspiration is drawn from?
So I'd say it's based off a lot of real life experiences, what I go through in the day-to-day basis, some trauma that I may have not recovered from yet. I'll kind of revisit it intentionally, just so I can heal myself in the present time, because, you know, sometimes, you know, we may have had a lost one that we haven't been able to fully get over yet, and so like I'll go and revisit that time and talk about something beautiful, something nice, something I'm grateful about that person, and then, you know, that would bring the music out a little bit more for me, and I draw a lot of inspiration from just what I go through on the day-to-day.
Easy, man. Well, can you just take us through the process of when you construct songs, you know, the whole journey? You know, obviously your music, it's amazing. There's the results right there. But, you know, take us through the whole building process of your songs.
Yeah, so it starts with how I'm feeling in the day, and I make the beat. If it's happy or sad, whatnot, I'll then make lyrics for it. From there, I'll record it into the microphone here. And then after that, basically, mix and master it, and then turn it into a full track. And at the end of the day, that's that, you know.
Yep. Have you got any new projects that you're currently working on at the moment?
Yeah, so we got Broken Wing coming out sometime soon. I've got another EP with the bro Jlow T.B.H, who I'm sure you guys will get to know. And yeah, a lot of other things that I can't quite say right now, but yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We'll talk more after the performance and hopefully having a dream collab between us two, right? But now, without further ado, let's see one of C.Brook's latest tracks, Broken Wing.
One day I done felt that the Lord spoke to me. He done said you need to fix those with some broken wings. Try and guide them to the light with your poetry. I know I'll get us somewhere right if you're close to me. Lately when we're locking eyes, you're losing concentration. I'm trying to figure out if your soul has evaporated. I'm just trying to understand you and your situation. You don't want me, girl, I get it, it's whatever, baby. You know from the start I never had no expectations. I'm just someone who can help you on your way to greatness. You tell me that you struggle with love and communication, so forgive me if I misread what you're doing lately. I can't save you up, Lord save you. 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 I can't save you up. I know you're used to all these men who pay to touch your body. You're being neglected, so it's hard for you to love somebody. I know you're skeptical, you find it hard to trust them properly. I don't blame you for the things that you've been thinking, shoddy. Page after page, chapter after chapter. My love has no conditions, I just want you laughing. Your smile makes the sun jealous with how it shines. I have enough love for the both of us, devour mine. And if you're ever feeling low, hit me through the phone. But I know that you prefer to deal with shit alone. Time heals all wounds, but some scars remain. PTSD can make dark of the brightest day. I see your innocence disappearing from your eyes. I like you happy when I'm singing you these lullabies. I hope to shield you from the harsh but the toughest times. But if you love him, let him go, so I let you slide. My logic and my empathy, we always crossing paths. You don't trust yourself, but I trust that God has a plan. You know I love you, but I'm not trying to be your man. I just wanna keep you safe, I hope you understand. I can't save you up, Lord save you. 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 I can't save you up.
this guy, man. He was just pulling on my heartstrings, man. It's crazy. But C.Brook is not only a performer, but he's also a producer. And up next will be an interview with him and Jlow, one of his clients and great friend, talking about what it takes to make music. That's right after the break. Welcome back to Plugged In. I'm back in the studio with C.Brook and another up-and-coming artist, Jlow. They've been working together on music for 5 years, and tonight we get to hear all about the process. Thank you guys for joining us. Welcome to the studio.
Pleasure to be here.
Sweet. So we're just gonna get straight into it. How did you guys meet?
Pretty sure it was online some time ago, right?
Yeah, so I was just like making music at the time, and I just messaged this guy. I seen like, you know, word of mouth, that he had a studio and stuff like that, so I messaged him, and that's pretty much how it happened. Went over, recorded some songs.
Yeah, made some history at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. And talking on the idea of history, what projects have you guys happened to make together?
We've made a lot of singles there so far, but we haven't really done like an EP or an album yet, but I think we're gonna work on something like that this year.
Definitely.
Sweet. So, you know, we were already talking about the rich guy, C.Brook, but let's talk about you, Jlow. How did you get into music?
Britney Spears, I think. Britney Spears, yeah. She had one of those heartfelt lyrics, and I forgot what it is, but I think she said like, baby, baby. It just really touched my soul, I think, so you know what I mean? So it's just, yeah, that's how I started music.
Wow, you got those Britney Spears vocals at the same time.
Yeah.
I felt that too. So how does your guys' partnership? Because you know you guys obviously great friends. You guys collab a lot with a few. You guys do a few EPs and stuff, right?
To come out soon, but yeah, we've just done singles so far.
Sweet. So how does your guys' partnership shape each other's art or craft?
I guess, you know, whenever we like listen to a beat, we kind of have our own ways of going about it, right? And I'll add what I can on, and he will add what he can on, and then yeah, there's a little bit more to it. Like, how would you kind of answer that question?
I think like we sort of like are quite compatible in that sense. Like we have such a good workflow together. Like he is like the light to my dark, and I'm like the light to his dark. So we all have like different minds, but they work so well together, if that makes sense. Like we contrast each other.
Wow, light to my
Okay.
dark, dark to my light. I like that. I like that. So, Jlow, you know, what inspires you and like to make music?
Well, what inspires me to make music is that pretty much music saved me, you know what I mean? Like music saved me through the darkest times, especially when I was going through periods of hell. And I know there's kids out there that go through the exact same thing as me. And if I can speak to them, that's what inspires me. Like that's my whole drive, not the money, not the fame, not anything else, but that if I can speak to those kids and like speak through their heart and pretty much see through their eyes, and that's my job done. That's what inspires me every day.
Right. And I'm sure from the time when you started, you know, a lot for you has changed over the years. So how is your art, you know, your music, how has it changed over the years from when you started?
Well, when I first started, so when I actually started rapping, like well, when I actually started, not Britney Spears, but I just was freestyling at school, freestyling like the bathrooms will have like rap battles and stuff like that. And I started on the boom bap stuff, and actually as time progressed and when I met C.Brook, I used auto-tune for the first time. I was like, just fell in love with it, to be honest, and that's when the love music started coming. That's when the like more melodic stuff started coming out of me, so yeah.
See, are you guys looking at staying independent or seeing with like a major label, you know? Like why are you guys independent artists and not with a major label?
I've been given offers over the years by Sony and Universal to join them, but to be honest, I prefer being independent, and I think I will continue to stay independent because of the freedom you have. I don't like being told what to do. I hate like control freaks in my vicinity, especially when music's meant to be free. So like for me, I'd probably stay independent, but I don't know what advantages you'd find out of maybe being signed to a label.
I think it comes down to opportunity. So if it presents itself and a label does offer you more opportunity than you're getting independently, then, you know, by all means take it. But I just think read the fine print before you just go and step over, you know, boundaries that you haven't stepped over before. But otherwise, independency is good. If you can do it by yourself, then that's more money, that's more, you know, there's more everything pretty much. So.
And I'm sure, you know, as independent artists, that comes with you guys making your own beats, your own craft, right? Am I correct? So what equipment do you guys use to create songs? Like, softwares?
In the studio, we got microphones, instruments, and then the biggest piece of technology, I guess, is just like the creative mind of the human brain. I would really say. Yeah.
What about you, Jlow?
Well, at the moment, I just use my voice box and I just use my iPhone. The bro over here has got all the magic behind it. If he wasn't engineering, probably all my songs would sound rubbish. So all magic is due to this guy. Studied at Hogwarts. Yeah.
All right. Well, Harry Potter here. Has any new technology helped or changed how you have made songs? I guess.
Definitely AI. Has been like a big instrumental change. Trying to adapt to it and stuff has been quite difficult. But we keep adapting. We keep moving forward. So. Yeah.
Well, huge thanks to C.Brook and Jlow for discussing their creative process today. Make sure to give the whole team a follow on their socials and follow us at Plugged In NZ. Tune in next week for another live drop. I heard there might be a new song dropping soon. Until next time, see you then.